Hey everybody, this is Morgana Star, your one of your fearless leaders here in Awaken Your Intuition. I'm moving back and forth because I kind of glide. It means I'm sitting on an exercise ball and keep the lymphatic good and work on my balance at the same time. So let's jump in here. I want to hear from you guys if you can put your comments in, your questions, and let's have a little discussion going. Um, I wanted to pull up some information that I heard from someone, and it's not just someone, it's lots of people that I'm hearing this from right now, where um, people are trying very hard to talk themselves out of feeling like they're going absolutely nuts. Gotta fix my exercise ball. Hang on, guys. Okay, there we go. Um, and I'm just here to say you're not going crazy. What's happening right now, because the energies are hyper intense. Um, we've had a rough year, and someone, hey Natalia, Eva, hi. And that is what I'm hearing. People say no energy. They're feeling out of focus. They're not feeling motivated, kind of slugging through life, so to speak. And, you know, that's no way to live for any of us. Um, so, what I recommend is number one, tell yourself you're not crazy. Um, and thank you, Natalia. If I can't get to the videos, I'll say she will. She's really great to let us know what we need to cover so that we can help you guys the most. Um, so let's just dive into this a little deeper about some of the symptoms that people are experiencing. Um, so it's like voices. You're hearing chatter, like um, and you're feeling like maybe flashes, seeing flashes out of the corners of your eyes. Becky, you said if there's ever been an off day, today's been the most off day of them all. And yeah, I do get that as well. Today, now actually for me, today was not off because I took some time yesterday. And I did some recharging yesterday and last night. Um, and we teach that in our course, how to feed yourself and nourish your soul. And everybody needs something just a tad different, but it needs to be something that you are really taking care of you right now. The best way you can take care of yourself as your gifts are awakening is to learn about your gifts. Hey, Marie Vargas, so glad to see you. You know I follow you on Facebook and stuff. Marie's a wonderful, amazing psychic medium out in Hollywood. We love her. Um, but today, I was joking earlier with Dana that I saw someone had posted January's been a really rough year. And it's kind of felt like that. Like we just kind of started into 2021, had lots of hopes and dreams, but it felt very sluggish and it's just kind of getting the ball rolling. And then what we're seeing overall is the people that are having these, what do we want to call them, cloggy days, the days that it feels sluggish for you, and you're not getting the energy cleared. It's not going to get better, guys. It's only going to get worse. Your gifts are waking up because the world needs you. They need you so terribly badly. And when you're like, oh, no, I'll do it later, you just slapped your angel upside the face with disrespect. I know that's kind of a tough way to put it, but that's what's happening. A lot of people, they just say, okay, I'll wait, I'll wait. And you know what? Your angel will just go off and do something else for a while. And then when you're ready, they may come back or a different angel will come back to help you. But you're going to be way behind the ball game. 2021 is not going to be an easy year for people that want to sit on their hands and just let life happen to them. It's time for us to happen to life, create our own realities. And really, the only way you can do it is get the skunk out. We just had a session with one of our amazing students in our advanced channeling, and oh God, I have so much respect for her because she's showing up, she's doing the work, but she had an energy attachment. This happens to the best and the strongest of us. I had probably a dozen on me, and that's how I learned how to clear. The last one was taken out um, about 20 years ago. And then I learned how to do this and help other people. Um, hey, Susie, love you. Margarita, you said, why do I see a room that is foggy? It's not my eyes nor smoke, and it looks and feels foggy. Give me some clarity here. Is this your room that you're seeing it in? Because they are telling me what this is, but I want to make sure that I'm answering the question right. And hi, Rose. Arlena, how do I find my guardian angels? Everyone has a guardian angel, and the best way to find one is just start talking to him. Your angel's there. It's communicating with your angel. It's creating a relationship with your angel that's important. Now, if you want some tricks on that, go to Amazon, put in my name, Morgana Star, and then there's an ebook there, Divine Footprints Upon the Earth. It has information about angels. It'll probably blow your skirt tails up because it didn't come from the Bible. It came from the angels, and some historic evidence of the angels, but also it gives some meditations and some ways that you can start connecting with your angel. So do that. Divine Footprints Upon the Earth, Amazon, put my name in, Morgana Star, and you should be able to find it. And Margarita, yes, you find the foggy in your room. So they're telling me that you do need a clearing. Some of that fogginess is just other spirits coming in. So learning the skills, not just for, I mean, you need clearing, but also to learn the skills to set boundaries, set perimeters in your home. And we've posted before, and we can post it again, the Pyramid of Protection. It's a clearing your energy video. It is amazing. So it'll start the process for you of clearing your energy. And then you may need something a little more intense. And we cover all of that in our courses as well. So Margarita, if you haven't taken our masterclass, our free masterclass, please pop on and do that. It will help you see if this is something you're ready to take further, because you're already gifted. And what are you going to do with it? Look at me. I got to get this straightened out with this little exercise ball. Okay, so you have a gift. Think about this. A doctor, a surgeon. He had the gift of healing, and the technical brain was a gift of his to know how to do this. But he didn't just start doing surgery. He went to school for it. And then he became a well-known doctor that was saving lots of lives. Now, if you guys don't care about anyone else, that's fine. Stay where you are. You should care about others, but you need to care about yourself too. And that's very important with the balance. We were just having a discussion with another student about how life is, or being selfish and taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's self-care. When you're caring for yourself, then you are able to help more people. Maybe those people aren't that important to you. It's really some hard questions we're being told, we're being given to ask in 2021. This is deep work. And most of the time, and we've noticed this over and over with our students, we can give them something to do, and then if we don't see them for a month, they're a mess. And that's why Dana and I quit doing very many one-on-one sessions with people and doing readings or clearings or whatever, we choose to give them tools. We want you guys not to need us anymore. And with these gifts waking up, oh my gosh, you do. You feel like you're freaking nuts. And then some of you that were raised the way I was with Christianity, you feel like not only are you nuts, but you're going to hell. I have an aunt, a great aunt, that was put in a mental institution for hearing voices. Of course, I was reminded of that when I was awakening, when I was in 7th grade. I told my mom I was hearing the music and there was no radio playing. She told me they put people away for saying stuff like that. So I no longer spoke to her about that. So, you're hearing, you're feeling, you're sensing things, you feel out of sorts, you're not feeling yourself. Does this sound like any of you guys? I know a lot of you are feeling like, I just don't even understand what's happening to me right now. And in a way, I want you to hear this really deep. In a way, the COVID was a blessing in helping us awaken. Because I always find a blessing in the darkest of times. And COVID was a very dark time. I'm going to say was, because I'm going to just manifest it the frack out of here. How about that, guys? So that darkness, that icky energy of all of that is something that we need to release and start getting into your power. And Nancy, you said, sounds like me, very uncomfortable space. And Sherry, yes, absolutely. I'm trying to think what I can do to help you guys. I'm not going to think anymore. That's the best thing. I'm going to let Anel come in and speak. Sometimes she doesn't like my voice. Hang on a second, guys. Let's get some answers for you. All right. I'm going to bring the microphone closer because she speaks quietly. The human race has forgotten who they are. They've been caught in the living a life of humanity, doing the next thing. There's a box that the world has put the thinking mind in. And when we come to you and awaken the rest of the mind that has been sleeping, it no longer fits in the box. And the energy explodes outside of the box. And this causes much grief within your soul, for you don't understand who you are anymore. Do you not know you're going through a transformation? From the caterpillar, you're becoming the butterfly. You're learning what your wings are. You're learning how to fly. But some of you struggle still, because you're trying to put yourself back into the chrysalis. Don't do this. It hurts you. It hurts others. For you that are here and you listen to these words, you know deep in your soul you are here for a purpose. You've wondered what that purpose is. You've looked many directions. You have tried to figure it out. But then again, with your human mind, instead of letting the angels come in and guide you, We gave you the ability for your free will to change yourself and change humanity and change the world. And yet you sit around trying to put yourself back in the box. My sweet ones, you cannot do this. We are here to help, but you're not to struggle. This is why there are guides in the human and guides in the spirit for you. Remember how much you are beloved by the realm of the angels, and life will get better. Excuse me again. I'm going to scroll back. Okay. So Eva said you get angry a lot more. And I would say, because it's fading fast, what Anel said, but that was about the box. You're trying to fit yourself back into something. You're not that person anymore. And when you're on this path, you will every day, maybe not every day, it did to me, you wake up and you wonder who you are because you changed again and you continue to change and you'll rest for a while. And a lot of last year was resting for people. Now it's time to make that change. See who you really are. Develop your gifts. Wake them up. Jennifer, you say, I keep being told by powerful witches and shamans that I have yet to realize all my gifts or the extent of my powers, and it's so frustrating. So the frustration is that you don't know how to open your gifts. You don't have a teacher. That's why we teach. You can struggle. Yeah, you can struggle, and you can take 30 years to get to where I am. It took me 30 years. It took Dana 20. Do you want to take that long? It's not fun. I mean, I had some fun times, but I had a lot of struggles. And I'd like to see you guys avoid that. That's why the angels had Dana and I put together our program, our 8-week program, so that you guys can just really get in there with a guide, somebody that'll make you accountable and also be able to see the greatness of who you are. So when you have all the gifts, and Jennifer, this is what I'm getting with you, you definitely need to start developing them. And I don't know who the everyone is that says you have to figure it out for yourself. Even I didn't figure it out for myself. I had lots of teachers along the way, but I never had one that I stuck with because there was never a program that I really found that resonated with me. So that's why getting into the training and clearing those past lives, healing them, not remembering them, but healing them, and nurturing your inner child, reprogramming this brain so that you don't have to get back in that box. We do it it's very insidious because it's kind of programmed in us that to do things a certain way, and we don't have to do that way. Margarita, you said, I had to go to the ER for hearing things, dreaming, and feeling a sense of something's happening or will happen to me, to the earth. I kept saying I was in a dark place, and it's the only way I could describe it. I was afraid to speak to anyone around it. Felt like I was going crazy or that I was. And I know a lot of you guys have felt that, right? You felt like a sense of foreboding because I've seen this on the page, people being concerned about that. And our clients have come to us with dreams and stuff. And yeah, there's going to be some big changes, but we need to get ready for it. That's why you're being told, so that you can prepare. It's like a marathon, guys. If you're like, okay, I'm going to, or triathlon, you're going to do the triathlon this year. All right, so here you go. You're going to just start doing it, or you're going to get some training so you can win it. Be wonderful. Do a great job. So that's where the angels will come in, and they'll give you little pings and they'll give you messages so that you can get ready. And this is the year 2021 is the year to get ready. And, right now we're in Mercury retrograde. So, what a better time than to start getting some training? Dive in there, guys. Find out who you are. Get in there deep. Um, and Nancy, I love how you said it. Yeah, the box is safe. And that's the way a lot of people are. It's easier to stay in a safe place. But the adventurers, the people that climb the mountains, how could you see that view if you didn't struggle and climb the mountain and you stayed where it was safe? I could have done a lot of safe things in my life. I didn't. I always chose the edge. Even as I was raising my kids as a single mom, joined Mary Kay Cosmetics. Never wore makeup in my life. Didn't know anything about it, but I saw what it did for women. I'm going to get emotional. Mary Kay Ash, my life. I'll never forget it. I would have killed myself if I had not joined that company. And how it helped transform me. So she, even though, and I did get the honor to meet her in person, of course I bawled like a little baby, but she was a mentor, and her teachings taught me a lot about myself, getting out of my own way, getting out of the box. And then connecting on a spiritual level with Anel, and her showing me how to spread my wings and share my story so others don't have to struggle. I have transformed myself physically and spiritually so many times, and I want to help you guys do the same thing. You're not crazy. You're on here, and Sherry said we're all here for a reason to hear this. That's right. You definitely are here because you are the future leaders, the future teachers, the change the world needs. But you got to do the work. Jennifer, you're saying, I know I'm a medium, clairvoyant, touch, and a witch. The angels came here and taught the witches how to do their craft. I've been trained by some amazing druids and witches and high priests. I've had some incredible experiences. And actually, one of my tools is right here. I'll share this with you guys. So if you're feeling a little out of sorts, breathe into this energy. This is an athame made by a bard, hedge witch in Ireland I have the greatest respect for. This is for protection. Bring balance and healing into your life. So feel that for a moment. Bring it into you. And that's what I love about the way the energy works. It transmutes through time and space. Jennifer almost died about 12 days ago, and it diminished me so much. I'm so weak. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. But rest. Sometimes that's, and I don't, whatever happened to you is kind of your wake-up call to take time for you. Rest. Don't push yourself too much. And watch the masterclass. It's only about 35, 40 minutes long. And Eva, so many teachers, but I didn't feel right. This does. I emailed to see if you'll take me as a student. Thank you, honey. We'll love to chat with you about that. And we love our students. We're hard on you sometimes because we do love you. Because we see your greatness. You don't always see it, but the angel shows it to both Dana and I. And then we help you take those little steps, because you know what happens when all this wakes up and we feel like we're going nuts? Then we want to learn about this, and we want to learn about that, and this and all these things, and then our brains want to pop open with all of this information. So we take you step by step, by step, each step building on the next. But first, you've got to clear the energies. And that's where we take you through clearing it. It's kind of like if you're going to make a shift in your physical body, it's best to do a cleanse first. And then you can start piling on the good stuff. And that's what we do in this course. And constantly working with you to help get you there. And Margarita, thank you. I don't always explain things in the right way, but I try to let Anel take over to explain things. I love the way Dana does a great job explaining things in a different way than I do, which that's why we love working together. We pick up where the other one lets off. Eva, I love looking around the box. You know what? I did had an article posted. Actually, I should redo it on my blog soon, called Living Outside the Box. And it hurts inside the box. It's scary to get outside the box. And you don't always get the response that you want when you get outside the box. For me, my family just kind of turned their back on me, except for my younger brother who does walk in the footsteps of Christ. It's okay now. For a while it hurt because I got out of the box and they didn't understand me. And it's okay. They don't have to understand me. That is me projecting my control issues onto them when I think they have to understand me. And if you think that was an easy revelation to get to, it wasn't. But we hope you guys get through that because all of you guys have issues like that. So Jennifer, how can I get my strength back up spiritually after this near-death experience? There is the meditation for clearing your energy. I want you to work with that for a while. Play that video once a day. Listen to it. It's an activation. Most of the meditations Dana and I do are either journeys or they're activations. She's doing one this Friday night. You guys do not want to miss it. It's about Atlantis, and she's going to take you guys to Atlantis, and you'll have your own experience there. If you're drawn to spiritual stuff, you had a lifetime in Atlantis, and probably some in Lemuria as well. But she's going to take you there to Atlantis. So we'll post that link again, and you guys need to join it. So that will help you. Just take baby steps. Don't be hard on yourself, Jennifer. And I keep getting you need a clearing. A clearing will help immensely to get past that. So Arlene, I just got the book, and can my angels contact my mother? And yes, they can. They absolutely can, and they will for you. It takes, for you to be able to understand it, it does take some time and some training. And I would recommend, again, the masterclass, and then book a call and see if you're a fit for our course, because that will help get you to that place where you can communicate. I mean, Dana and I both have lost family members. Her mother just passed recently, and my dad about 3 years ago. I have some great conversations with my dad from time to time. We kind of book an appointment, we sit and we talk. Yes, you miss the human aspect, but when you get to the other realm, you learn a lot. And having that comfort, and Dana's had the same thing with her mom, and yes, she misses the physical, but she can communicate with her mom anytime she wants. So that's a beautiful thing. Nancy, you said, I know there's more, I just have to find it. And yeah, it's a process in finding it, because you're basically finding yourself. You're finding your core. That's why our course is set up the way that it is. Because we know a lot of psychic mediums over the years that never did their own inner healing, and then they project that onto their students or clients without meaning to. So Dana and I are constantly doing the work ourselves. And that's why we love doing the course, because we will get downloads and new information constantly, not just how to clear our own energy, but how to help our clients move the next step. I can't tell you how many times we'll have a call and they'll say something, ask a question, and my thought will be, oh, I don't know the answer to that. And then Nell comes in and she goes, they weren't asking you, Morgana, they're asking me. And so boom, 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 the answer comes like that. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. So we jot it down because we just got some new information. That is the difference between the way that Dana and I teach. We're not going to regurgitate old books to you. We have more respect for you than that. We're going to bring you fresh new information from the realm of the angels. And yeah, the other books are good. Absolutely, they're good. And that's what we do when we have private calls with you guys. We can say, okay, Nancy, here's your extra homework because you're interested in this, and this book will help you, and then get back to us with some information. So it's definitely a mentorship type of program. It's not just a cookie cutter program. And Lacey, you said, it's so done with struggling. It felt so great at first and now just lost. Actually, you're very wise in what you just said. It felt great at first. So the struggling felt great at first. Because guess what? As humans, we get addicted to drama and to struggling. We think it's normal. I remember years ago, I went to a dentist and found out I had TMJ. And he told me, he goes, I think you've been in pain so much you think it's normal. And I thought, well, yeah, doesn't everybody always walk around in high level of pain? So we get used to something, and when we find out it's something we can release and get past, then it's a beautiful thing. So Lacey, please join our masterclass. We have a free masterclass. We'll post the link, and then see if you're a fit and you're ready to quit struggling. Nobody needs to be struggling right now. The only ones that are going to struggle are the ones that just really just want attention, and they aren't really ready to put their big girl panties and their big boy panties on. Leva, do you think you could tell me something about myself? Because I feel very frustrated recently not knowing what my gifts and abilities and potential truly are. I don't have the money for the 8-week course, so I'm just a small piece of information could help me go the direction on my own for a bit. So Leva, I would recommend that you at least take one of the mini courses that we have. We send an email to us or a private message, and we'll get you a link to that. But what they told me immediately for you is to get on our YouTube page. They said there's some information on there, and you guys should all subscribe to our YouTube page. We're going to be putting out new content. But go back and watch some of the Angels Unveiled. So for you, Leva, they said there's something in Angels Unveiled that's going to help you. And it will be, oh my gosh, that's it. So there's a lot of content there that we have available for you guys. Tamra, I'm waking so fast. I am learning to quiet my mind and watch from the outside. That's cool. So fast, I have seen how limited my mind has been, where is my first starting point. I love this. You're watching from the outside. So you're doing some good work. Your next step, or your first actual official starting step, is watch our masterclass. So I'll post the link for our free masterclass here, and take that. And then if it resonates with you, book a call with us. If for any reason our calls fill up really fast, if you can't get in, you can send an email to us and we'll get you in. We want to help you guys. We want to get you so you don't need us anymore. Eva, you're so cute. I've done the master class, and like you said, I want to put my big girl pants on. Good job. Um, you know, I'm going to be really real with you guys. I know my physical body will not be in this realm in 30, 40 years. Maybe it'll last another 30, but not 40, 50 years. We need teachers. We need you guys. And Eva, Tamara, who else? Leva, Lacey, Nancy, I'm forgetting Marguerite. You're going to meet people that I'll never meet, that Dana will never meet. Do they deserve not to have a chance because we didn't get to them? Absolutely not. They need you. If we don't change the thought process of this world, it is doomed. That's why this training is so important. So we can start making an impact on this planet. Tamara, you will meet people and you will eventually be a teacher. Eva, the same thing. I see this very clearly for both of you. Actually, many of you. Who else am I seeing this for? Lacey, Nancy, Margarita. I see this for all of you guys. Probably some others that will watch the replay. You'll know. You're going to feel that ping deep in your soul, and you're going to know that you're supposed to be doing something more. And it's all well and good to tell people to do something, but if they don't have a guidebook, what are they going to do? I want to tell you something else about our teaching. We, like I said, we're not cookie cutters, so it's very individual. The lessons will speak to you, and then we meet with you, and we talk to you, we get to know you, and then we're able to download some clear guidance for you. But even more than that, we want to train teachers. We want to teach people to do what we're doing. And one of the first things we're going to tell you is take what we teach you, hold it in here. If it works, keep it. If some of it works, keep that, throw the rest away. You have got to find your own destiny, but we give you the tools to uncover that yourself. That's the key. Free will. Somebody tells you go jump off a bridge, don't do it. But if they say, oh, that bridge needs fixing and here's some tools, do you want to do it? Then you got a choice. So look at it that way. Debbie, you said there's white lights all around me. What does that mean? That is definitely angels. Angels coming in, swirling around, saying, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Debbie, we know you're gifted. You had some challenges in your life. You had some challenges that held you down. And you got back up. And you got back up. And you got back up. So good for you. You're a warrior. So now it's time to do the deeper warrior work and heal yourself. And Elena, you want to know if any beginner classes? Yes, we do have some classes. We don't have any astrology classes at this time. And astrology is good. We have an astrologer that we can refer you to. Andrea DeMichaelis of Horizons Magazine is excellent. She can give you your transit charts and stuff like that. But it can get technical. So you might lose your edge as far as finding out what it really means on a deep spiritual level. So there are some people that can just say, okay, this and this and this is how it works. Even like you can read the tarot and get stuck in that instead of getting into your intuition. So when you become intuitive with the astrology, that's where the key is. So we'll post some links. Watch the page, and I'll try to post it here too, so that you can have access to some of this. And it's awaken-institute.com has a lot of those links, and it has the masterclass on there too. Misty, how do I know if the voices you hear are really from your loved past ones or wishful feeling? And I feel so broken, and I understand that, honey. You know, confirmation is good. That's why we love teaching, because we give people an opportunity to share with each other and get confirmation back and forth. When my dad showed up 3 days after he died, because he wanted to be dramatic, because he was a preacher, so you know he had to be dramatic like Christ. So he shows up and looking like Gandalf. Was that my imagination? Because my dad was really into like being eccentric and dressing in capes and Star Trek and all that stuff? Or no, it wasn't. And I knew it wasn't because I'd had the experience. And then I had the confirmation from Dana that didn't know some of that stuff, and she goes, "Oh, your dad's here. And he looks like Gandalf." So that's why the training will teach you how it's them, and it's not just your imagination. Because most psychics are going to hear with the thoughts in their head, not with the physical voices. For the most time, you know, I'll hear with the physical voices at times, but I've asked them not to do it too much because I get confused enough as it is. Susie, that's a great question. What will taking the class do for me personally, and where will it take me? So the class is set up to help you clear past trauma, early childhood trauma, relationship trauma, work life, all of that, resetting the nervous system so your body doesn't go back into flight fight mode. It will help you get to a place of peace. And some of us grew up too fast and didn't have the childhood that we wanted, so it helps us nurture our inner child, heal that wound that's deep in our soul that's caused us from enjoying our lives. Past life trauma. Some of us have past life trauma and didn't have it this lifetime, but it's carried over, so we recreated trauma in our life this time. So that's part of what it will do. It will help you heal, forgive, learn how to forgive on a deep level that keeps you in your power, that doesn't allow that person to come back and hurt you, but you've still released the power they had over you. What we've seen with our students is they come out totally transformed. One person came out, they were going to get a divorce before the class, and after they're happily married to the same person, because they changed and the other person changed. We've seen people with their careers just freaking explode with busyness and prosperity because they cleared out their gunk. We carry so much on our shoulders, and for you that feel shoulder pain or back pain, some of it is energetic because you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And there's a way to help the world without carrying the weight. The angels will carry it for you. It will make you feel like you're no longer alone and you're not crazy anymore, and you have your soul family. Soul family's calling out to you. I've been calling out to you for a long time, and this is what will change for you. You'll have your soul family. You're going to be able to. Our people that have come out of the class have been turned out to be lifelong friends, people they never had any contact with before, because we're virtual. And so they're from all over the country, and some of them in other countries. So is it just when you're really ready to transform and do that work, then the course is right for you? And Sherry, that's a good question. How do we learn to protect from the emotions of others? And that is the Pyramid of Protection, and I'll post the link for that. So That's going to make a big difference for you. Um, don't be putting yourself in a bubble. That's old energy. Don't grow your roots to Mother Earth. Please, guys, stop doing that if you are. And don't be using sage to clear spirits out of your house. That's only going to cause you more grief. Um, you know, if you're doing it for religious reasons in the Native American culture, that's a different story. But if you're trying to get spirits out of the house, no. If your house is clear of spirits and you just like the smell and you want to clear your own energy, then that's fine. But some of these old ways aren't working because we're not back in the 1800s anymore, guys. We're in new territory. It's uncharted territories, but that's what the angels will help you. And I call it, kind of back to Susie's question, it's the peel and heal. You peel off one layer and then you heal. And then you go to the next and the next. And you come up with this bright, shiny little person that you didn't even know existed. You had a sense of her there or him there. So I'm going to close this up because I'm rambling, and love you guys so much. I'm going to post some links for you and share the video. Well, I don't know if you can share it from here, but I think we're going to be posting this on YouTube as well. So join our YouTube. And I love you guys. Thanks for interacting. You make it so much fun. I could just talk to you all day. So much love, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.